having that 8,000 chip out with one credit card swipe was not easy, especially when I had tried on my own for over almost 6 months with very few interviews. I still don't understand how you land me getting the interviews. That part is still a mystery for me because it's amazing. That's all I'm going to say. It definitely is amazing. I think the way you have written the resume, that clicks. There is something, there is not a single word that is wrong or lie. Everything is 100% truthful, but the way it is projected is just simply amazing. The volume of applications. If I were to do it on my own, it is practically not scalable. I'll have to stop my life to have those many resumes sent out consistently. Have been following up on those consistently for up to at least three times. So that is absolutely amazing.
The following is a conversation with our client Suvarna. She had joined our service earlier this year in 2026. In June of 2025, she was caught in a large restructuring wave at Microsoft. Now, in the last 20 years of her career, she hadn't ever needed to conduct an external job search because most of her career growth had happened internally through promotions and acquisitions. So, when she started applying again, the market felt completely different because she was shocked she wasn't receiving any responses. Now, despite being highly qualified for director and senior director level positions, and despite having those qualifications, she was not getting any interview requests. And when the interviews did happen, she felt rusty in those formal interview settings, again, because she hadn't ever had to do it. Now, within 4 months of working together with us, she landed a senior director of enterprise data and analytics platform role with a 200K base salary, generated interviews with multiple director and VP level opportunities. So without further ado, let's crack right into it.
So good to have you on this call over here. Once again, congratulations on the offer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So let me tell you something like it is awesome to be sitting on this particular call with you because, as much as I love onboarding and working with our customers, the favorite part of my job is to have these offboarding calls, knowing full well that I help the candidate, help the client land the fruitful result that they were hoping for.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Now, having said that, I would love to have, kind of a candid chat about your experience with our service and the whole process in general. And I would love to hear your honest feedback about it, be it good or bad.
Sure. Absolutely. So, first of all, the onboarding has been amazing. So, thank you for that. The kind of comfort that you provide, along with Gurvit applying on an ongoing basis and sending me reminders, has been amazing too. All right. So, those are absolutely great. All others, I'm pretty happy. And in fact, I actually may refer my husband.
All right, that's great. Now, let's talk a bit about your next role. So, you successfully landed the Senior Director Data and Analytics Platform role at Samyang. So, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about the role, about the transition, and all of it?
About Samyang, actually, I'm very honestly very excited because it's a complete green field for me,
Yes.
which also means I what I'm going to do there, the type of work I have done in throughout my career, but it has always in bits and pieces. So somewhere I did the early, somewhere I did the mid, late mid, advanced, extra advanced. This will be pure end to end for me. So I'm quite excited, quite excited. So yeah, and it's a different field because so far I have worked with primarily technology company, as in we build products and we sell them. So I'm on this side of the business. Samyang is a user, it's a consumer product
Yeah.
company. So that's going to be a completely different area for me, and it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, how does this position you for the future endeavors actually, for your future career arc?
Actually, this will open up a lot of positions in future because this builds my portfolio for taking it from basic to advanced, all the way to advanced, which means the positions for VP and all in consumer related companies. Mind you, there are more consumer companies in the world than product building companies. That's why I'm also excited because that opens up the world for me now. So
True.
excited,
Well,
excited, absolutely.
excited for you too.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
So now, when you joined us, I remember that you were out of a role and looking for your next role. You had tried and tested the market on your own. You'd been applying to roles, and like you just mentioned a couple of minutes ago, you hadn't really received those many interviews. So, what is it that prompted you to consider Wolf Mentoring as your partners in this journey?
Actually, you guys were recommended by my very good friend, Surendra Vishwakarma. So if you have a referral, please give it to him because he really got me sold on taking your help. I believe he worked with you guys too some time ago. And he had another friend of ours, Samir Deshpande, also worked with you guys. So he said, no, I really like their process. So you should give it a try. So that's why I reached out to you guys.
Right? Oh, so you were
So
so
word of mouth, word of mouth.
matters a lot. I agree.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So,
Yes.
do you have like, I mean, you just heard about the service from a connection of yours. Did you have any doubts prior to joining us?
Very much. Of course. Paying you $8,000 upfront when I did not have a job and with the market and all the crazy things, I had lost a lot of money. It was very stressful for me, honestly, very much. So, what I felt is, yeah, it was stressful. But the person who referred me to you has been, I know the person. I know Surendra for a lot of time, a long, long, long time. So I know he will not casually recommend anything just like that. He has a wonderful experience. That's why he's recommending. So that decision was okay, but having that 8,000 chip out with one credit card swipe was not easy, especially when I had tried on my own for over almost 6 months with very few interviews. So yeah, I was quite depressed and stressed out honestly at that time. But then of course I talked to you, I learned about that process, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I still don't understand how you land me in the getting the interviews. That part is still a mystery for me because it's amazing. That's all I'm going to say. It definitely is amazing. I have one more suggestion for you guys.
Yes.
Your resume writing skill set, please continue to lend that as independent service. So for example, once I join Samyang, I get into the project is kicked off. A year later, I want to revise my resume with that experience in it. It will be wonderful if you lend me your service to revise my resume to add that, because I think the way you have written the resume, that clicks. There is something, there is not a single word that is wrong or lie. Everything is 100% truthful, but the way it is projected is just simply amazing. So you should continue lending the service at least for people who have been placed through you. That's what I'm going to suggest.
Makes sense. Pass that along. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even if you charge a little bit of amount, if they don't want to continue for the next search with you, but just want to get the resume update service, it's totally worth it. Totally will be worth it.
Right. Makes sense. Now, in
Yes.
all of the process, like all of the applications, the resume, the emails, in what ways for you do you think has the service helped you in your job search journey? in the job search efforts? Any particular aspects that you especially liked about the service?
Multiple aspects. Number one, the volume of applications, because it's always 80-20. You have to apply 100 to land the 20, and out of the 20 you are going to land 20 in resume, in interviews, and so on and so forth. It starts getting filtered. So if I were to do it on my own, it is practically not scalable. I'll have to stop my life to have those many resumes sent out consistently, have been following up on those consistently for up to three, at least 3 times, right? We follow up 3 to 4 times, 3 times, I think. So that is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. And of course, the interview prep, the few sessions I got with Varun, amazing, amazing. They made all the difference, is what I'm feeling.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that feedback,
Yes.
Savannah. Awesome. All right. So my last question before we pop off.
Mhm.
How do you plan to celebrate this success?
Well, actually, I went out for dinner already after I getting the final offer. I want to celebrate the success by getting this project to the highest success level as quickly as possible to open few other doors,
Totally, totally. Yeah,
because
definitely.
this is not the last one. This is just the start
True.
for me, especially when I know I have been a manager plus material, but never have been in that until recently.
Yeah,
So for me, it's like now I'm in a fast track lane.
correct. And that to building it all out from the ground up, that is exactly where you'll gain the perfect amount of exposure that you need to
Yeah.
position yourself at the top of the industry.
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. Love that for you.
That's how I want to celebrate it. So I'm going to wait a little bit to celebrate more.
Perfect. Perfect.
How
Sounds
about
like
you guys? How about you guys? How do you celebrate when a candidate gets placed?
oh, like we celebrated internally with appreciating our team members, our fellow team members who have all worked on your case, and with a little bit of motivation to land more and more interviews for the other ones.
Nice, nice. So I have a question. On an average, how many people do you help on an ongoing basis every day?
Overall, at Wolf, currently we are having a portfolio of more than 70 clients.
So I made it 69 now. That one is placed.
That
And
is
I'll give
correct.
you one more who's gonna be my husband, I know.
Perfect. That'd be awesome to work with. All right, then, Suvarna, sweet. So, again, it was awesome working with you. I genuinely hope that we get an opportunity to work together in the future. As much as I want your current role to last, I
Yes.
still
Yeah,
hope that we get an opportunity to work together in the future because I personally love the energy that you work with as well as the promptness you had in the whole process. And I'm looking forward to working with your husband as well.
sure, sure. Thank you, Ansh.
All right, so when you have a nice journey ahead, let's stay connected.
Bye bye.